Hello, I saw a report, an exclusive report on Sahara Reporters and some other reputable media outlets in Nigeria today that 16 senior army officers were arrested and been detained for an attempted coup d'etat to remove Bola Tinubu. Although the army have come out to refute those claims in the media, saying that the senior army officers, 16 of them, were arrested not because they attempted to stage a coup, but because of for different offenses of insubordination and indiscipline in the Nigerian army. But come to think of it, could this be true? Is it possible that the coup was, an attempted coup was staged, or they attempted to topple the government? But even if they did, in 1983, when Buhari staged a coup to remove Shagari, now some of the reasons he gave for this coup, was that the political class have messed up the system, the political class have derailed the economy, the political class, with so much, there was high corruption, ineptitude, they've messed up the judiciary, the economy was stagnant, and poverty. They gave all manner of reasons for the coup in 1983. And what we are seeing today is a reminiscence of what the reasons Buhari gave for the coup in 1983. Because right now what we are seeing is there's so much poverty in the land. The economy right now is in shambles, because even the IMF recently stated that Nigeria is no longer on the list of countries in Africa with the fastest growing economy. And Nigeria debt is all-time high since independence. Corruption is, at its peak, and the political class have shown over and times again, that they care more about themselves than the people. So what we see today, so even if there's going to be a coup, and we've seen even the judiciary is now messed up, what we see right now is just the political class using the judiciary to fulfill their own political and personal aggrandizement. So what we see today, even if there's a coup, I don't think the reasons will be far-fetched. And like I've said, I did in the previous video, that I think it's about time the military took over, because Nigeria needs to have some sanity in the polity, because we've seen so much problems going on. Ethnicity, religion has become, a problem. You see the level of sycophancy in the political class is something else. Nigeria is driving towards one party state, a clampdown on opposition. In fact, the whole system is entirely messed up. So even if the army decides to topple the government, I've said it times and again, the kind of democracy we practice in Nigeria, I don't think is emancipatory. It's not really helping Nigeria grow. It's only helping a certain class of people in the society grow. People who hold public offices and people who are related to them, people who are affiliated with this political class, they are the ones who benefit from the democracy that we have in Nigeria. And who says we must have democracy to develop? Some other countries in Africa right now, they're experimenting the military rule, and it seems to be working. It depends on what the people want. But in this case, where in a democracy where the people, they're not even part of the equation, it's just a political class. That's why there's so much hue and cry about the defections and all of that. Nobody cares if the votes will count and issues related to that. So if there's a military coup, let me just say, I think right now this is what Nigeria needs, because we really need to get out of the quagmire that we found ourselves. So let's hope that what the military said is a fact. But this report, for every report like this, there's always some atom of truth in it. So God bless Nigeria.